Hello, so I have a pick a pile today regarding your spiritual gifts. So we're asking what are they? And we have I don't even know what that word was going to be, but we have three piles. We have one that is with Labradorite, which I wish would flash for you guys, but it doesn't want to, so that's okay. We have a Rosemary bundle, and this is from my garden. So if you're like a gardener or you're really into herbs and stuff like that, or making your own bundles, this could probably be your pile. And then the last one here is a little crystal bracelet. It has a lot of crystals here. So yeah, you might be into crystals and you might just go with this one. This is interesting that I'm even like picking up on like who's gonna pick what. Okay, but so besides the piles, I also have this little bowl that has some crystals in it, but it also has quite literally spiritual gifts. So it has they're written on paper. I'm just gonna pull some out, for each pile, when you pick yours. I'm not gonna do that now. So while I let you kind of vibe with them and kind of see which one you're gonna go with, let me tell you a little bit about what we're actually going to be looking into in the reading. I also want to mention I'm filming this on April 4th, which is quite interesting because it's the 4-4 portal today. And fours are about foundations, putting in the work, like kind of like relentlessly, like working towards your goals and also being supported at it. It's interesting too that it encompasses the four elements, which makes me think of like magician energy, right? Magician vibes. So it's almost like all of you here are very tapped in, very accomplished, very much, again, that's why you're even here. Like you have some spiritual gifts that are, you've been developing, you've been mastering, or they're coming to the forefront right now for a reason. So I'm first going to, like I said, I'm going to pull two of these to see what we get because it's collective. So some of you might like resonate with one that comes out, some of you with both or whatever it is. And then I'm going to do some tarot to kind of talk about those gifts. And then after that, I'm asking, why are these spiritual gifts coming in at this moment? Like, why is it that you're kind of developing or you're now interested in this specific kind of spiritual outlet or divination or whatever it might be? And then at the end, I'm going to see how you can develop these gifts a little better. And then on top of that, I'm going to do some advice. So it's going to be pretty extensive reading, which is why I probably always do four piles because if not, I will be here for like 3 hours. But hopefully soon I can do that. But right now, I cannot. So for now, we have three piles, guys. Just go ahead, pick yours, and I'll see you in your reading. If you want to go based on the numerology, so you want to go look at the timestamps, you could do that too. I highly advise you kind of go with both, kind of like what called your attention here and kind of like look at the numbers too, because sometimes, I don't know, it's just there's something about it. So, and I mention it all the time, so that's the reason. There's a reason for it. But I'm gonna just move these away and start with pile one, so I'll see you in your readings. Hello, pile one. So if you picked Labradorite, is it flashing for you guys? Because I'm seeing it flash, but I don't know if it's flashing for you. I don't know what's going on with this one today, but let's leave it over here. You guys are, you know what? Yeah, you guys are definitely, I feel like there's some divination that you're involved in. I can't pick up on specifics. Maybe it's because it's a collective reading, but quite frankly, you feel, but it's almost like you keep it on the down low for a reason. And no tea, no shade. Like that's okay. You do you. It's it's quite. It's like it's okay to whatchamacallit? I'm so sorry. I'm like super distracted. Give me a second because I'm trying to put this where it goes. It's okay to to kind of like not be out and about when you're developing your spiritual gifts. I totally understand. Like people can go both ways. Like it's okay. But you kind of feel like you, whatever you're working on spiritually or trying to develop as a spiritual gift, a lot of you feel like it's just divination. Kind of you're pulled towards divination, and it could be very many different outlets. Excuse me. It's almost like you're keeping it to yourself for now. And if you feel like doing that, that's okay. You know, that's, you don't have to like show it off, but it's still there, is what I'm trying to say. Because it's coming through with the crystal. It's very interesting. Because the flash is there. Like Labradorite is beautiful, especially that this palm stone that I have. But if you want to, if you're a little shy, you want to hide it away, it's okay. There's no problem. It's all good. All right, so let's see pile one. What spiritual gifts are coming up for you? All right. I'm so excited. I love doing these. This is like my third one, I think, of these, of the same like spiritual gift kind of reading things. Or is it the second one? I'm not sure. I think it's the third one. All right. Channeling. And we have an angel number 2, 757. Really cool. It almost sounds like Agent 757 or something like that. Oh, sorry. I'm like out of frame. And psychic. Yeah, of course. 777. Okay, something's up with the sevens for you guys, which is awesome. This is the year of 7. It's number 7 today, cuz not today. It's number 7 for 2023 because, you know, 2 2 and 3 equals 7. Which is also the Chariot, quite interesting. Okay. And you guys are psychics and channelers. That is cool as heck. All right. All right, let's see what channeling is about here. Whoa. Oh my God. Okay. The Hermit and Judgment. 2 major arcanas for that. Wow. Yeah, you really do tap into your higher self. Also the divine. Also, you really are not like you often just go within for knowledge and information. So that's when you receive it. That is beautiful. Even like the 2 cards next to each other. Do you see how it's the same vibe? It's almost like you're here, you're like in hermit mode, you're alone in your solitude and your silence. Again, you're tapping into yourself. And here it is. It almost, it comes into your awareness. It's delivered to you, this information. Wow. That is powerful, Pawan. That is very powerful. Let's look at psychic here. The Hangman. Oh my God. And the Fool. You guys, when I said that you guys are tapped in and spiritual, and you might not feel, maybe it's like confidence, or you think you're not ready to share your gifts with the world, but you so are. You are. Look at all this major arcana. You got, I can't. How is that even, I was going to say, how is that even possible? But it's possible. It's here. Holy crap. The Hangman. Okay, so you, as a psychic, you look for information. You strive to things, look at things from a different point of view. You, it's almost like you also question the things that you intuitively receive, and the divine actually likes that. They like that about you, because it's almost like, now I'm seeing this tied to here. It's like, yeah, you receive a lot of information, but right, but you also like put yourself in positions where you kind of test what you know to be true, what you've received as information. But time and time again, here you are with the Fool saying, I go back and I trust, and I trust fall with the divine as well. I just trust myself, my intuition, my spirit guides, the universe, God, like everything. You find yourself back at square one, in the sense of, right, this Fool's journey, and kind of in the, what is it, like, while you do go through all of these phases where You go within, you believe, you question, you dissect, you really look for information, you try to see things differently and all of that. It all ends up with you being back in square one, saying, yeah, I just trust what I'm doing. I should always trust it. Maybe that's why you're a little shy with it, because you're kind of you're going through that phase where it could feel like, yes, you get a lot of signs, synchronicities. You ask for a specific synchronicity and you receive it. And you're like, okay, well, okay, so that's proof. But what about this? And it's almost like your spirit guides are saying, like, we need you to trust as well. We need you to trust. With the 777 makes me think like, oh, that's just luck, that's just lucky, or I just got lucky that I saw that number. If you see like specific numbers, or oh, I just got lucky that I saw that butterfly even though I asked to see a butterfly today or something. You know, like sometimes you second guess yourself a little too much, or you second guess the things that you're receiving. But hello, do not do that. You are a channeler and you are a psychic. My goodness. For this pile, I know I said like it's a general reading, which is why I'm doing two gifts and stuff like that. I feel you have both of these. Like honestly, yes, you do. It's you have everything, both of them. And it's almost like that's not even, don't stop there. You possess a lot of clear abilities, and like you're just on, you're tapped in, you guys. Like I have no other way of explaining it. Even like how I was saying, like you go through this journey all the time where you really do, you come from a place of like you want knowledge, you want facts, you study your craft as well. You don't just do for doing, right? And here you see how all of these are like in their own element. They're really trying to tap in. They're figuring things out. It's you and the divine here. Even you and your shadow self sometimes, you and the divine, you go within for yourself. But here you are again, you go back to these cycles, which is nothing, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you being back here trying again to understand things. There's nothing wrong with that. But the divine just wants you to be confident with your gifts because you do possess them. You're quite literally a psychic and a channeler, okay? So now we're going to look at why these spiritual gifts are here for you. Like what's the point? You know, what's the reason, if you will? Why are they coming in right now? Or why are you getting confirmation at this time? Sorry, I had to take a sip of my spicy water. It's sparkling water. I don't know. I'm into sparkling water again. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't deal with you guys. I can't. The Magician. Another 7, may I add, but you know, it's confidence in your mind. What the fuck did I just, oh my God, I'm so sorry I'm cursing, but what did I just say to you? You have to be confident. You guys, I don't look at these, okay? I don't look at these before I do the readings. I have to stress that, okay? I have to like, I kind of know that you know that I don't look at them, but I have to say I don't look at them, okay? And the fact that your message is coming in clearly, that's almost like also a message for you. Like, trust your intuition. Like, could you imagine, like, I'm here reading, I cannot second guess everything that I'm saying, because or else what's the purpose of me doing this, right? It's kind of like the same thing. Like, don't second guess your gifts. I'm receiving right now information, just like you receive information in your own respective way, or, you know, like, it's okay. It's okay to tap into these gifts. They're beautiful. It's quite beautiful. It makes you feel good as well. Like, if anything, it boosts your confidence. It boosts the kind of like the love and the acceptance that a lot of us crave. It's almost like you get it from a divine source. You tap into consciousness, like living consciousness, and you pull down this information, and it's magical. It's okay to believe in magic again, guys. I know a lot of us probably suppress our gifts for a really long time because of how we're brought up, or just our, you know, our communities in general that kind of shape us when we're small, and then we also fall into same kind of communities when we're older. Everybody kind of has an awakening at their own time, but you will know that these things are part of you because they've always been part of you. And now that you're on the spiritual journey, you realize, oh, so back then when I thought this was just a coincidence, it wasn't. It was truly my intuition telling me to go a certain way, telling me to do a certain thing. You know what I mean? Like trust, okay? You possess the knowledge. With the sword is quite beautiful. So it's make me think, right, air sign. So a lot of the mental, you possess the knowledge, the what is it, the intelligence, the wit, the I don't know, the vocabulary to express yourself. Like it's beautiful. Patience. I said that everything happens in divine order. Okay. So the reason why you might keep this a little bit like to yourself is also because you feel like maybe this has come in, these gifts have come in at a later time in your life. You feel like, why, if they've always been here, why is it that I'm tapping into it now when I'm like 30, for example, or for some of you even older than that, 40, 50, whatever age it might be. Well, you know, like I just said, a lot of us are shaped by our upbringing, by the communities we're part of, and kind of, yeah, we suppress certain things. We don't, or we don't know of them because we've only known one religion, for example, or we've always been scared to like venture off into something else, or you know what I mean? It's okay. It's coming in divine timing, and that's all that matters, okay? There's going back to that, the trusting in divine order, if you will. Just like you trust over here, and you have maybe a little bit of trust issues because you trust, but at the same time you question a lot, which I quite like that. I kind of, this kind of resonates with me as well because I always call myself a skeptic believer. Like I believe in quite literally everything. You name it, I probably believe in it, in the sense of like, I'm like, yeah, of course that can be true. Like, why wouldn't it? Like fairies, sure. I don't know, mermaids, of course. Like, you know what I mean? Like everything that you might think is like weird or magical, whatever. I believe in it, of course. There's so much to this life, and just there's so much here that we can't even see, you know. So, anyways, so it's okay to be a skeptic believer, okay? The divine actually likes that about you. You're inquisitive. You're asking the right questions. But you get the answers, so you gotta trust the answers, okay? And you get the answers also like intuitively, so you gotta trust that too. There's nothing wrong with questioning, but you also should believe when you get the answers that you got the answers. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. I hope this is making sense. Oh, this is so cute. Soulmate. Okay. So this is answering the question of why these gifts are coming in right now. And this could be tied to like a divine counterpart connection, you guys. This is beautiful. So maybe you're unlocking like a soulmate at this time that's going to also help here, like not just help you believe in yourself and your spiritual gifts, but also kind of be here for you. Like you both share similar interests maybe. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. You deserve this, Power One. Look at that. Air spirit. Do you see what I mean? If you get synchronicities like this, Power One, where you say one thing and then you pull a card and it's literally what you just said, please trust yourself. Please just believe, okay? Believe, because you're capable. You're tapping into your spiritual gifts, okay? Air spirit knowledge, yeah. With the number one, I quite like that. It makes me think of like what I was saying, like you go back to square one. Also, I have to add, number one is the magician. So, you know, we're just gonna do that. I have to remind you of it. I actually, you know, we're doing it. I have to pull a card for you from, I have to pull a tarot card here. I just want to see what comes out. Because if the magician comes out, I'm going to flip out. No, I'm kidding. But can we not jump, guys? All right. That was the chariot peeking out there, guys. And I did mention the chariot. Anyways. All right. I want to get a card because of the soulmate thing, because all of this seems very attached to like your journey and stuff, but this one is almost like, you see how it's like out of, it's not like in theme, if you will. It's in theme because it's here, but like, what is the soulmate thing about? I kind of just want to ask about that. But I'm just going to get one card, okay? Oh, all right. There he goes. Even though I wanted to pick the card, that's okay. So, Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Divine order, divine time, and like quite literally patience. If you had to be patient for anything, it's for this dude right here. Like, I... but it's okay. It's a solid energy. It's a solid offer coming your way, which is why it's taking a little bit more time. Which is also probably why it's kind of like, it has to be, it's worked on first, energetically, spiritually, and then it comes in the 3D. But it's coming nonetheless. It's almost like someone has the key to your heart, or you're going to realize that this person is almost like, you're meant for each other, period. There's no other way around it, which is beautiful. All right, so these 4 cards, we're going to talk about how you can better kind of develop these gifts, even though I feel like you're doing the right things already, but still we're going to be seeing what they say here. King of Cups, I like that. Another king, King of Swords, 8 of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Wow, 2 king energies. That's quite interesting. So the King of Cups is very tapped into their emotional awareness, their emotional body. They use their emotions in a positive way. They're very intuitive in that sense also. And the King of Swords, it's like, you see that you have a lot of air energy too. The sword and the sword, it's almost like the King of Swords is also very astute, very smart, very, it could be a little bit of a sharper energy sometimes, just like the Queen of Swords. But it's almost like you really do have to just keep doing what you're doing, Pawan. I feel like you're doing it anyways. And it's almost like what I was saying, like, take a step away from that second guessing. The 8 of Cups is like walking away from what's no longer serving you. And this could be like in the emotional sense, or like your intuition. Sometimes you confuse it with a little bit of anxiety. You should not pay it any mind. Like, there's a clear path forward for you, okay? And you have to trust that you have the right tools and the right like, what is it, support to get to where you're going, okay? Which is a lot of balance when it comes to these spiritual gifts, and a lot of use of them in the physical reality as well, I have to add. That's what I'm seeing with this 2 of Pentacles today. It's not, well, it could be a little bit of the confusion that we were picking up on, of you like saying, okay, yes, I definitely feel like a psychic, but then you fall back a bit and you're like, well, no, because of this and this and that. Like, the inner struggle here, it almost keeps you real, and that's okay. Like, it's okay. Just keep doing what you're doing. I think with these 2 kings here, for some reason, they're making me think of the soulmate, and they're making me think of the soulmate because I feel like it's almost like this person embodies these 2 energies very well. They balance air and water very well. But then here you are kind of just doing your thing, which is, you see how these cards have the same like color. There's a lot of symbolism. There's a lot of like, you guys have a really like artistic mind, because I keep picking up on like how colors go together and how things are like out of sorts and in a way. So now I'm picking up on like the one that stands out now, it's you, because you have like a clear path ahead of like walking away from things that no longer serve you, and quite literally walking into a lot of confidence in yourself, your magic, who you are in general, the things that you can offer someone, the things that you bring to the table, if you will, like people like to say when you're in regards to like partnerships or realities or relationships. And then there's this person balancing so well these two energies, and they almost are like a little bit of an inspiration. But you know, this person, I also have to say, like, yes, they're coming up as these two kings, but look at you, which is like why you should be confident in yourself. But however, you are getting a divine counterpart, so this person just equally matches your energy, okay? There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it at all. All right, so we're going to look at what kind of advice we have here for you. I love it. It's the Knight of Cups. Oh. And in this deck, it gives me Pisces vibe, which, I mean, Pisces is here already. Again, there's a lot of tapping into like your creative flow. Your emotions have a lot to tell you. Now that I'm looking at this in the middle, it makes me think of Aries, right? Because it looks like the Aries symbol. That's interesting. So yeah, your guides are saying to just keep being like this loving. I feel like you express love very easily. You know, you don't shy away from expressing your emotions as well. It's almost like the more that you do that, the more that your cup gets filled. It's overflowing. And then it kind of like, if your cup is full, you can share even more with others. They're saying keep working on yourself and the things that you want to pursue, the things that you're also like creatively passionate about. Creativity it's significant for you guys here as well. It's almost like you could use your gifts for something creative. And in doing so, it's almost like that is part of doing the work. You know, we get these spiritual gifts to help humanity, help ourselves heal on this journey, but also help others. And a lot of us who are awakened to a spiritual journey don't just want to do it for ourselves, even though we're the first ones who kind of benefit. And that's for a reason. There's purpose to that, because we need to be in a certain place to be able to share with others, right? So you've been filling your cup, you've been doing your thing, and now it's like overflowing, outpouring. And that's why you're ready. You're ready to share this, okay? It's beautiful. Wow, baby steps, a lot of synchronicities for you guys. Action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. That is literally your advice. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep following your intuition. Keep questioning. Keep asking for signs, synchronicities. Keep asking for the support that you need. But keep trusting, okay? Keep trusting that full energy. Keep being that full over and over again. Free fall into spirituality here is what I'm seeing. Like quite literally someone jumping from a cliff, but there's just hands catching them. I know I've seen that somewhere, but yeah, it's like you trust. And that fact that she's like at the edge of a cliff going into a portal, that's quite interesting too. Look at that. Breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. Oof. All right. Well, that is powerful. You also have a powerful voice, just because this card always kind of tells me that. Like you see how it's coming from her. Well, it's quite literally breath. It's also interesting that you have the Hangman, because I have the Hangman here because of Odin. And Odin is quite literally, he gave us breath. He gave us life. Okay, so maybe your actual words, your spoken word is very powerful. It carries a lot of weight with it, okay? Maybe you don't just channel like writing or drawing or anything like that, but you also channel in the sense of like the spoken word. Sometimes you just say the right things and you catch yourself and you're like, how did I even say that? Well, you're channeling. Sometimes it's just we are tools for the universe to communicate through us, okay? So that happens a lot of the time, actually. And then you should kind of like be like, yeah, that happens to me often. Well, it's because you're a channeler, okay? All right. Reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of who mirrors your hidden self. I feel like this is talking about your soulmate there. A beautiful reflection. Like if you find if you are connecting to someone, or eventually you connect with this person, and you find them intriguing, beautiful, majestic, magical, like all of that, maybe it's because you see those qualities in yourself. You know, that's really beautiful, that card there. Guidance. You are not alone. You are guided by masters and teachers of the highest realms, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I think you question it a lot, but that's okay. It's okay. You're a skeptic believer. I like that about you. Keep doing that. Keep doing that, and eventually you're gonna just fall into believing, period, and you're not gonna question much. Not from like, I don't think you've ever lose your questioning abilities, which is awesome. It's you finding information. You're really questioning things. It's good for you. You shouldn't just blindly, follow everything. But I just feel it's going to be in a more healthy way, in a more like, it's going to come from a place of confidence and a place of you being inquisitive instead of you second guessing yourself, okay? And then the last one, patience again. Okay, so why is patient here twice? I accept that everything happens in divine order. So maybe you have a little bit of an issue with trusting divine timing, which a lot of us struggle with. It's hard. It's really hard to just allow sometimes and trust. But you're meant to trust and have a lot of patience. Or maybe this is also saying that you have patience. So keep having patience. Keep being understanding and sympathetic and all of that. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. That's beautiful. This is such a lovely reading, Pawan. I did say that I love doing these, but this is such a good way to start all of these. I'm sure all the piles are going to be beautiful as well, since you're the first one that I do, but this is a great way to start. It almost like, it resonates with me a lot, so it's almost like telling me to have a lot of confidence in what I'm doing here. And being the first pile, that's really interesting. It's like a little boost of saying, hey, you can do this. You're doing great. Like, do the other ones. It's beautiful. I feel like that resonates with you too. Some of you could be definitely readers, and if you are, please let me know, like, if that resonates with you, or just let me know if it resonates with you in general, if you want to. But thank you so much for letting me read for you. I want to thank your spirit guides and you for letting me tap into your energy here. I think you have a lot of lovely exploring to do of all of these spiritual gifts, and that's quite beautiful. I think you see things as an adventure too, which honestly in this journey that is helpful as well, because you kind of just stay in that full energy of like wanting to explore, wanting to do things differently, and that's props to you for that. Honestly, don't ever lose that. Don't ever change. I know I'm sounding like when people sign your journals, like not your journals or your book. What is it? Your yearbook is like never change. Well, I'm literally saying that to you, Pawan. Never change. Keep being you. It's literally working out for you. Okay, in the best of ways. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in other readings, guys. Hello, Pal 2. So if you guys picked the Rosemary bundle, this is going to be your reading. All right, so we are going to start with pulling 2 spiritual gifts from here to see, sorry, let me get this in order here. To see what spiritual gifts you're developing, or what spiritual gifts are here for us to talk about. A confirmation also for some of you. All right. I'm going to be pulling two, just because, like I said in the intro, this is a collective reading. So one of them could really resonate with you, and another one could kind of resonate, but not really. But and also both could be, okay? So let's just see. I feel like this one and this one. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Ooh, Akashic Record Reader. That is cool as hell, guys. 888 could be very significant. If that's a synchronicity for you and you've never heard of Akashic Record Reader, well, welcome. Now you're gonna, maybe you should go down that rabbit hole. Oh my God, here's this card. Here's this paper again, Psychic. This came out in POW 1 as well. I feel like maybe all of you are going to get this because that just makes sense. I also like that it's 777 because it's 888 and 777. All right. So, Akashic Record Reader and a Psychic. All right. I'm excited for this. Akashic Record people that tap into like that collective consciousness, all knowing stuff are hella cool. They always kind of have like this clear cognizant ability to them, and clear cognizance is you just knowing. It's like you just know things because you know them, even like about people, things, and not just, it doesn't just stop at like reading people. It also like, it could just be about quite literally anything that you can think of. You just kind of know it, and then you look it up and you're like, oh yeah, that is true, but how did I know that? Clear cognizance. Maybe you're, again, Akashic Record Reader. But all right, so let's see what Akashic Records is about, and let's see what Psychic is about. Okay, look at that Page of Swords. The fact that it's a Akashic Record Reader and she's reading, you guys, I can't, what? I can't with you. All of you are like blowing my mind today. Part 1 had so many synchronicities. It's almost like I was done saying something and boom, the card like literally said the same thing I was saying. That's your energy too. Like, you guys are so spot on. It will make sense that we start with air energy too. Maybe you're a little, this is like a baby gift. This is something, not a baby gift, but like in the sense of you're just starting off in this journey maybe of being and tapping into the Akashic records. But I'm telling you, you have a lot of, you're connected to birds. Birds are messengers. Birds are like here to tell you it's a synchronicity. You have so many ideas of how you can utilize this gift of yours. I hope some of that comes up, but regardless, everything that you do, it's like you're almost going to just be successful at it. You have such a good energy about you here, and you're approaching this with such like, I don't know, it's you're like in your element. You see how she's walking on that one sword? It's like, but without a problem. She's walking, she's reading, she's holding on to ideas. Birds are around, there's like energy flowing, and she's not falling, she's in her thing, you know? Okay, 3 of Swords. Whew. Okay, so maybe it's kind of like heartbreak and pain that has driven you to kind of want to understand your own Akashic records. And in doing that, you've tapped into just the Akashic records in general. That's interesting. I'm not seeing this card as like as sad and as menacing as I always see it. I'm seeing it today. It's almost like you've tapped into this gift from a place of wanting to understand your own pain and your own heartbreak and your own healing journey. And you did it. You're doing it. Okay? You're doing it. 2 of Wands for Psychic. Maybe you feel like developing your psychic gifts has been a climb. It has been something that you've had to choose with the 2 of Wands, and then you've had to actually pursue. But I don't think you shy away from hard work, because it's even here like you've been through this, but here you are kind of coming in on top, if you will. So, and the 8 of Swords. Yeah, you freed yourself from something. I think choosing a spiritual path, or choosing to develop these spiritual gifts, or even just reading about them a bit, kind of tapping into certain abilities of yours has helped you tremendously. It's also like it's helped you choose yourself. It's helped you refocus, if you will, with because she's very focused as well. She's very focused on what she's reading, studying, or just looking up or something. That's interesting too. I love it though. You freed yourself. This deck is the terrible positions. And usually, you know, the Eight of Swords is this, right? You're very much, you're tied up. You can't, you know, it's you, but you have the capabilities of freeing yourself, but you're still kind of like in that confusion state, kind of like in the illusion of things. But you're not. You literally, it's almost like you've untied yourself. You've opened the door, and that's why there's some light here, and you're walking out of there. You quite literally have freed your mind. There was some kind of limitations, like mentally, that you had in place here to kind of like keep you away from these, but it's almost like they're out of the picture now, so you're slowly just like, it's almost like reaching for enlightenment here because you're climbing. Wow. Wow, that's awesome, actually. All right, CPAL 2. Let's see why these gifts are coming to your awareness at this time. Why is it that you're developing them now? Look at that. What did I say about enlightenment? This card always makes me think of an eclipse. We have an eclipse. Do we have an eclipse? Yes, we do. On 420, we have an eclipse. Fortune wheel, luck and right timing. Oof, yeah, I love that. So this is like the wheel of fortune. The right timing is at play here. I feel like that was true for pile 1 as well. That's going to be true for every pile here. Kind of like divine order, karmic justice, if you will. That's awesome. There's luck and the right timing on your side. I mean, this is literally saying to you, why did these gifts come in at this time? Because it's the right time, period. Like, your spirit guys are almost saying, like, can we not, you don't need to question this. It's happening now, and it's happening for you for a reason. Like, it's because you're meant to, like, you've done the work to get out of the stagnicity that you were in. So yes, of course, things are coming in for you now. The will is moving. You've moved it quite literally with your will, with your, I don't know, tenacity. Like, you followed through in the things that you want to do and pursue. Therefore, you're unlocking your spiritual gifts. That's beautiful. Honesty. Whoa, do you see how this kind of looks like that? And this being purple makes me think of the crown chakra, which makes sense with the Akashic record thing, because it's like you receive information. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. This, I think, is telling me to tell you, it's telling you here that you should trust the things that you're receiving at this time, and kind of pay no mind to what the world is trying to make you see, if you will. Or like, it's almost like the things that kind of kept you in confusion here, you got to trust that slowly they're falling off of you. It's almost like they're not in your vicinity, they're not in your energy anymore. But while you do that, you practice honesty, not just with others by showing up authentically, but also with yourself by trusting that you are authentically a psychic. It's okay to believe in that, okay? It's almost like you have a little bit of imposter syndrome here, but the divine is about to show you just how psychic you are. They're about to show you just how much connected to the Akashic records you are, to the point where you could read Akashic records for other people as well. Maybe that's meant to be part of like what you pursue as like a way to it's as a like a career, or just a path of like, I don't know, it feels like all of these kind of just are a way for you guys to also pursue the things that you want to pursue now as a work. Like, you work at this, you work as a psychic, you work as an Akashic record reader. That's going to be how you gain, like how you have like your means met, right, in the monetary sense, or like everything like that. But also, the more you do it, the more karmic justice comes your way, the more that you move this wheel in your favor, if you will. That's interesting. Maybe that's literally how you tap into your fortune, if you will, as well. Or maybe the fortune that you're tapping into is just a lot of knowledge, which I feel like you also want to pursue and want to obtain. So wealth comes in many ways. So yeah, you could be very wealthy with knowledge, okay? Interesting, not for you. And then the little fortune cookie, the fact that we have fortune here twice, the fortune cookie saying nope. I think this is just saying like you really do have to use your discernment to see what path is meant for you, what things are meant for you and what things are not. And this is the honesty card kind of coming up again, saying you really should stay true to your to what feels right to you. Stay true to yourself above all, okay? And if something's really not resonating with you, you don't feel like it's meant for you, it's okay to say no to it, okay? It's almost like the fact that it's on a chessboard is making me think of, you don't have to play the game, okay? Like, if you don't want to play games, you don't play games, period. You just keep being yourself. Stay authentically pursuing your passions and the things that you want to do, especially as far as like what I was saying, like maybe you want to be like a psychic and that's how you want to pay your bills. Keep doing that if that's what you want to do, okay? Don't, it's almost like don't pay the outside forces no mind. The game that's being played all around you, it's none of your business. You keep doing you. Look at that. Wow, Starry Night acceptance. You have like very powerful spirit guides. Some of you could be Native Americans, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. But also, I don't know, the stars are significant for you. There's like a shooting star on this side here. I think you spend a lot of time also admiring maybe the night sky, or like star bathing or something like that is significant for you. Pine trees come be significant for some reason. But I think these gifts are coming up to your awareness at this time because it's literally time for you to accept them into your life. Integrate them, okay? They're here to show you just how beautiful life can be, life can get. That's awesome, actually. Okay. With these 4 cards, we're actually going to be looking at how you can further develop these gifts. I feel like this is going to be significant for you guys because we're talking about you recently just discovered these or tapped into these. So yeah, excuse me. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Well, there it is. High Priestess. You are a high priestess. That's the thing. Yes, you're very tapped in. You're very tapped in. You're a psychic. You're a Akashic record reader. Like, hello, of course. You're you're a high priestess. You can tap into past lives. You can tap into things that you've mastered in past lives as well. Like, it's for yourself, but you can also do it for other people, is what I'm saying. Like, there's something about you using this to help others. I just keep picking up on that. I keep saying it, like it should be like your career, it should be your job, it should be your the thing that, like, maybe you're meant to have a spiritual business, doing this, utilizing your gift to help other people. People that have questions regarding why they're struggling with this and this and that in this lifetime. You help them, you tap into their past life, and then you're able to like bring them answers, bring them knowledge for them to like heal or something like that too. To like, it's almost like what you've done was of like freeing yourself. You can help people do that too. Look at that, the 7 of Swords. Interesting. 8 and 7. Where did I say like it's that? But the 7 of Swords is also, you see how she's keeping one. It's like you're keeping a truth, or you're keeping like, there's some knowledge that you keep for yourself or something like that. But there's other stuff that you're meant to share with others. That's interesting. The Hierophant, holy crap. You guys, the Hierophant and the High Priestess are divine counterparts, okay? They're mirrors of each other. They do the same things, but they approach it differently. I feel like this is the masculine energy, this is the feminine energy. Maybe you're really are balancing your masculine and feminine energy, and that's even helping you tap into your gifts even more. Whoa. But regardless, you're very tapped in, you guys. You're very much, your spirit guides, when I tell you you have like very powerful spirit guides, and they might be coming into your awareness even more because you're ready for it. But I'm hearing also, like, don't be scared of that. There's nothing, it's not scary, okay? It's not scary. It's not going to be scary. It's going to be fascinating to you, okay? Quite literally. 501s. There's that internal struggle that I was talking about, the internal struggle of like not being sure that you are this psychic, that not being sure that you can actually tap into Akashic records. Like there's that second guessing, that imposter syndrome that kind of blocks your vision, if you will. But it's almost like you're gonna get through it. It's here because you're getting through that energy. So how you tap into these gifts a little bit more, what is it that you're meant to do? You're meant to step into, like, resonate and step into this High Priestess energy and step into this Hierophant energy as well. The Hierophant is the Pope. The Pope is always said like, oh, they literally have a direct line to God, right? Not that it's just the Pope, but you know, like that's the belief. But we all have a direct I'm just gonna say hotline. We have a direct line to God, period, to the universe, to one consciousness, because we are part of the consciousness. So it's like you realize that you are this Hierophant, and you're amongst this energy of like second guessing yourself, and you're like, what am I doing? I'm a High Priestess. I am the Hierophant. I am a magician. I am an alchemist. I am psychic. I am an Akashic reader, period. No one can take that away from me. That's the divine wants you to affirm that you are who you are, Pal 2, because you are who you are. Okay. All right, so let's see what kind of advice we have here for you. Oh my God. 7 of Wands. Again, there's the struggle. Oh my goodness. But here, there's struggle, but it's almost like not so much. You know, it's like the river is flowing. It's almost like sharing this with someone. Maybe, I brought up divine counterparts. That's interesting. Maybe you're meant to do this with someone else. And while you're developing your gifts, it's almost like this is coming up. Like you're about to like encounter someone that quite literally could be just like you, okay? Or just, what is that about? Maybe it also speaks about the fact that, like I was saying, you're meant to go through these things so that you can then help other people go through them, or share some enlightenment that you received while you were going through it, so that they could probably receive it. Like, you're probably really good at giving advice. Also, I can't believe this is the first time I'm picking up on that, because that would just make sense with the clear cognizant thing that I was saying. But you guys, it's almost like you're meeting your match or something. That's interesting. I don't know. That card came out of nowhere with that message. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Wow. Weight of the world. Boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. This is what this was telling me about. It's like not for you. Like the doubt, the second guessing, the what ifs, the maybe not really, I'm not this, maybe I can't do it, maybe I can't make it as a psychic, I can't make it as having like a spiritual business of some kind. It's not for you to worry about. Let it go. It's not you. Okay? Even in the colors, it resonates. It's like I said, don't play the game that has nothing, that keeps you trapped, or like keeps you worried, or again, like with that inner fight of struggle. Step away from that. It's not for you to carry. Like, you know who you are. Trust that, okay? Trust it. Wow. Portal, doors are opening, you decide, reward, wild card. So in this deck, this card is about endless possibilities, about to endless possibilities, which is why I'm saying, like, don't get stuck, okay? Don't get stuck in this struggle. It's not for you to carry. You shouldn't be worried about that shit. Like, quite literally, there's endless possibilities ahead for you. You are high priestess. Like, quite, you're good. Okay, you're doing what you're meant to be doing. But if you want to pursue these things, you really have to pursue it in the sense of, like, embody confidence in yourself and your abilities, because you're doing it. You get confirmation all the time, synchronicities all the time. You know, like, you say things that it's like I was saying, like, you just know things, okay? Whatever you know to be true for yourself, keep that. Be honest with yourself about that. Like, you truly are meant to accept your gifts, okay? And you'll see that there's endless possibilities ahead for you. It's almost like a portal is opening for you. It's the advice is, like, realize that you're about to step into a phase in your life here, a part of in your life where you're meant to walk through this portal, because you're ready. Okay, there's no second guessing. The wheel has moved. Karmic justice is being served for you, so you're meant to walk through this portal into, like, a brand new life. Almost, it's going to feel quite literally like that. It's your life, but it's a next step. It's quite literally just, it's like a transformation. It's your next step. All right, let's see. Look at that. Signs. The universe has been gently nudging you forward by revealing you signs and synchronicities. What did I just say? You're meant to step up to the plate here and step into your role, so that you can not just help yourself, but you have to help other people. Quite literally, even how I just said, you have to help other people. If you have, like, that sense of, like, I'm meant to be doing something for humanity, I'm meant to help my community in some kind of way, and you don't have to start big. It could be very small. You start helping one or two people, having one or two clients, and then eventually it's just going to, like, happen for you. People are going to want to what is it? You're coveted for your skills and your spiritual gifts here. Wow, inner world. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. I guess this is why the divine is saying to be very accepting, to let go of the things that know they're not meant for you, the doubt and all of that, so that your outside world can actually show up for you and show you the beauty all around it. Like, beauty all around you and the opportunities that are around you that maybe you haven't been able to see clearly because you've been a little bit of struggling with accepting all of this, okay? Look at that abundance, fortune here, fortune cookie, abundance. I kept saying that this is tied to, like, your job, your business. Yeah. When your heart's intention is to serve humanity, oh my goodness. I can't make that shit up, like, quite literally. Wow. Doors of abundance naturally open. It's this energy right there. If you're stepping into your role to serve other people, serve humanity, your community, of course there's a portal opening for you, giving you the go ahead, telling you, yes, walk through it, because you're going to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish, because your heart is in it. You come from a place of, you understand what it means to heal from this. You understand what it means to free your mind, free your soul, your heart, your being from a lot of pain and suffering and second guessing and not being sure of who you are, what you're meant to do. You know what that feels like. But you've also are on the other side of it now. So of course you're meant to pass your knowledge along to help others. And I hope that you truly do, Pao too, because it's going to make you feel fulfilled, okay? It's just you're meant for it. I don't think there's a way around it, quite literally, because everything is in divine timing. It's happening for you. It's happening. It's just time to accept it, okay? It's almost like you accept it and the energy just gains even more momentum, you guys. It's beautiful. I want to thank you so much for letting me tap into your energy here. And I want to thank your spirit guides for helping me bring this message to you, for helping me kind of decipher everything. And I really hope it resonated and it's like a signs and synchronicities for you, because I think you need them as well. But regardless, you receive things all the time. You're good. You're good. I trust in you completely. Like you, wow. You know, if some of you are Akashic record readers, or just you're starting off your journey, kind of doing that or offering that that service to other people, like the public, please let me know in the comments. I would love to work with you, like literally hire you for you to tap into my Akashic records, because I think that's hella cool. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. And I hope I see you in other readings. I hope you have a good one. And I'm going to move on to part 3. Hello, pile 3. So if you guys picked the bracelet, this is going to be your reading. Before I start, you guys, I just have to burn a little bit of cinnamon here. These readings have been very insightful, very beautiful, okay? But very powerful. I feel like this collective in general, not just pile 1 and 2, but probably you guys as well. You guys are so psychic, so tapped in. There's just a lot of energy. There's a lot of energy here. I just want to make sure I start with a kind of like a clean slate for you guys, just because pile 1 and 2 has been very, very powerful, like I just said. So let's see. Pile 3. All right. So yeah, if you pick the bracelet, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to leave it over here because I don't have any more space over there. All right, so let's see. I'm going to start with getting some little papers here to tell us what your spiritual gifts are. I mean, don't limit yourself to these. I feel like you guys have a lot of them. Just like, it's almost like you collect them, or they're just, again, yeah, every one of you is like super tapped in. But let's just see what 2 your spirit guides want to talk to you about today, okay? All right. I'm excited. Are you guys excited? All right, let's see. Let me put this in order for you first. There's 3. This one's in the wrong place. All right. Let's see. Clear audience with 222. Nice. So clear audience is about you probably hear things. Hear things. That's very generic. You probably get messages through songs, like probably songs get very stuck in your head. It's almost like clear audience is quite literally, if you think about it, you being like a radio for spirit. Okay, things just get into your head for some reason. You're like an antenna. You receive a lot of different things. A lot of the times though, it is like songs, a little phrase, a certain word, like you quite literally hear spirit, okay? And clairvoyance, whoa. Okay, so 2 clear abilities here for you guys. I think you guys, but like I said, it's almost like I feel like probably a lot of you tap into all of the clairs. just because of this. But I just think there's so much to you. There's so much to your energy. Okay, hold on. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. I have to tap in for you in a little bit. So, so you see a little bit of the future. It's almost like maybe in dreams. Maybe that's why I couldn't pick up on it right away. Maybe in your dream state, you receive a lot of like clairvoyant dreams, like your dreams come true. And I'm not just speaking about like the dreams in the sense of like, you know, my dream is to be this and this and that, and then eventually you become it. But dreams in the sense of like your everyday dreams are come true. They quite literally come true. But there's something about you deciphering, trying to understand them. They're not literal, but you kind of do get the message at the end of the day. Like, you know, like dreams are very symbolic, but for you, sometimes it's not even about the symbolism. It's just straight up information, period. Just like the clairaudience, it's not just the divine kind of like giving you little hints. Sometimes it's quite literally just a delivered message. Like I said, it's like you're a radio. You have an antenna. You're like, you receive all the time. But I feel like it's very, very much tied into music, period. Okay, music is significant for you guys. So yeah, let's look at the clairaudience and let's look at the clairvoyance things here. Clairaudient, okay, Six of Swords, interesting. And then Nine of Cups. Okay, well, that's nice. That is really nice, actually. So with clairaudience, I think my nose is really itchy. That's usually confirmation for me as well. With clairaudience, it's like you allow what you receive from spirit to guide you, and it's almost like it's guiding you to wish fulfillment, which is beautiful, actually. A lot of you being happy as well makes sense. You're coming from the Six of Swords to the oh my god, I can't speak now, to the Nine of Cups. It's quite beautiful. It's a quite beautiful transformation that you have here. Also, something that you deserve as well, Pile 3. It's like you've been through a lot of hardships and you're coming into this era here where you're going to be happy, very harmonious energy all around you. A lot of like emotional health, okay? Emotional maturity, emotional well-being, and you deserve it because with the Six of Swords, it just makes sense. She's been through a lot. The Six of Swords is about moving into calmer waters after a struggle, after pain, after suffering. Maybe music does that for you. Music is very healing for you, probably because of that clairaudience thing, or you're very much connected to music. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, wait. If you guys have like a, maybe you guys are those kind of people that just like every kind of music, and that even resonates even more with you being clairaudience, because usually you just like music in general and you receive a lot of messages through lyrics, but also the music itself, right? Beats, the sounds, everything. Even like the covers of albums, they give you a message or something like that. You guys could like put your playlist on shuffle and ask for the divine to give you the messages that you need right now. Some of you, excuse me, probably do this already. A lot of people call it angel shuffle, like, you know, angel numbers, but angel shuffle. So you shuffle your music and let the angels give you a message. But a lot of you, I feel like you've been doing that for a while now. And if not, you've heard of it recently and you're meant to be doing that, you guys. Especially if you have like a big music collection. Maybe some of you collect records or something like that. Maybe you're just meant to like, if it's records, it's like, if it's like a physical thing, you're meant to just like close your eyes, brush your hands over and pick one and play it, and it's going to have a message for you. Or you could even do this for not just for you, but for other people. Like, you probably are the friend or the person who sends people music. You post music often in your social media as well, because they have a message not just for you, but for other people that are meant to be hearing it. Awesome. Wow. So much just came through. Okay, because your energy was a little bit hard to like tap into at first. That's interesting. Maybe it's because you yourself watching right now kind of like relaxed a bit, or like became a little bit more open-minded or something. What is that about? Okay, let's see what clairvoyance is about. Ace of Wands. This is what I was feeling. I was feeling like a little bit of a struggle. In this card, the Tarot Positions, I like to look at this card this way, because it's almost like you and your shadow self kind of like working together. It's not a struggle. It's like a harmony, but sometimes it could be a struggle. So maybe you guys struggle a bit with like your subconscious, or with interpreting your dreams, or kind of like picking up the hints of like you knowing the future and what's going to happen and all of that. Kind of probably sometimes triggers you as well. There's a little bit of a struggle there with that. That's that energy in the beginning that I couldn't like tap into right away. And then the Eight of Cups. That's interesting, because then you have the Nine of Cups. With your clairvoyance, it's like, okay, they both are tied into each other. That makes sense. Let's start there. These two clairs kind of like bonds of each other. They feed off each other. They work together, if you will. That makes sense too. Whoa. Whoa, and the fact that clairaudience is on top and clairvoyance is at the bottom, that's interesting, you guys. The imagery. Okay. When you walk away from the disappointments that kind of like this card is telling me about, you walk away from the disappointments, things that haven't really worked out, if you will. As far, I don't know, it could also be regarding how you've approached your spiritual gifts, even that it hasn't been successful. You walk away, and it's almost like you walk into this Nine of Cups. Like, it's almost like you walk away to collect the ninth cup, okay? And then eventually the 10th cup. It's not that you're leaving it all behind just because you don't want to even deal with this anymore. You leave it because you're meant to find another. It's like a treasure, that ninth cup that you're going to find. And cup-wise, yes, cups are about like the emotional body, because it's water energy. But also, I keep going back to thinking of like an overflowing cup and I see it like an abundance of creativity, okay? Maybe this is tied into your creative nature. Music for a lot of you. I just have to say it because I keep hearing it. It's music. It's tied into music. It's tied into probably writing music or lyrics. Maybe you're a writer. Maybe you write poems or something. But there's a link there between you writing and then writing music, writing songs. That's interesting. Let's keep going and see if like the message develops a bit for you, because again, like I said, it's nothing wrong with you or anything like that, but your energy is a little hard to like tap into. But I know eventually we'll get to it, okay? So I don't want you to worry about anything here. All right, so let's see why these gifts are coming to your awareness at this time. This could probably help me a bit here. Okay, Winter's Dream, gestation period. This is probably why it's so hard to tap into your energy, because you are developing certain things right now. It's like probably because right now you're starting your journey, like coming away from hardships and trying to really tap into this new you, this new you that has to develop these gifts a little bit further, right? You've always had them, but now it's time to really pay them attention and develop them. But you're in this gestation period. You're like, you are quite literally growing them, okay? So you're in your element. You're kind of, you're doing your thing right now. You're like, it's like you're in hibernation. Your gifts have been like a little bit dormant, but you're about to tap into them. You're about to unlock them. Wow, self-esteem. That makes sense, you guys. That makes a lot of sense. You have to believe in yourself too. It literally says here, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Okay. So while your dreams have been, your dreams, your, the fact that she's sleeping, probably dreaming, clairvoyance. Okay. Your gifts have been a little bit dormant because you have to believe in yourself. Okay. Believe that you truly do possess these gifts. Like it literally is here. I possess gifts of the soul, soul gifts that benefit me and others. All of these piles as a collective, you guys are meant to tap into your gifts because you're meant to use them not just for the betterment of your life, which it should be the first priority, because if you're happy, you can make other people happy. If you have self-esteem, you believe in yourself, you're confident, you can like exude that energy onto others, right? You're meant to help yourself, but you're also meant to help others. Everyone here very much feels like, all of the powers is what I'm trying to say, felt like you want to help humanity, you want to help your community. Well, there's why these gifts are like here saying, hey, we're ready for you because you're ready for us. Oh, look at that, poised. It's time to like put yourself on this pedestal. Believe in yourself. And it's almost like you don't even stay on that pedestal. You're always rising. You're always headed towards the next thing. It's almost like your north node, your north star here is significant as well. Your north node is always tied into what you're meant to be doing in this life. To do just that, it's like your purpose. You're to help humanity, okay? So maybe some of you need to look up what your north node is and kind of also see what resonates with you there. Wow, wolf spirit family. This is always soul family to me, this card. You guys could feel like a lone wolf, but you're not alone. I think you're about to tap into soul family as well. You're about to encounter soul family. You're pulling them in while you're in this period of developing your gifts. It's almost like you cross path with people that are meant to be in your life, that are also kind of, spiritual in this sense, developing their own spiritual gifts. Maybe you guys in the comments can become friends or something. I'm seeing that for some reason. Like, even though you resonate with Pal 1 and that's what you saw, maybe someone else comments something and like you guys kind of just like, oh yeah, that makes sense to me too. It's like community. There's community here. There's also like a very significant spirit guides for you guys here. Very present, very big energy. Wolf energy is very powerful. I'm actually, hold on a second. I didn't get any of the cards from the animal spirit, but I actually want to read the wolf for you guys because I think it's significant for you today. Or else it wouldn't be here in your reading. All right, let's see what the wolf has to say. It says, wolf, guardian of family and tribe, activism and ritual. Yeah, activism is significant for you too. Helping humanity, helping your community. The wolf mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, and teaching, religious or political studies. The wolf gets in trouble when it assumes every member of its tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their own parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following: embrace all and exclude none. When in balance, reliable, democratic, and fearless. When out of balance, judgmental and dominating. To bring into balance, practice letting go. I feel like that's not just about you. It's kind of like the message is saying maybe that has been what you've experienced. And that makes sense here. Practicing letting go. That makes so much sense. It's like if you've been, if the, I don't know, the community, like your family or friend group or something, like just people around you that you're in connections with have kind of, especially family, because even family is here, okay? So it could be, it's very family oriented here, okay? Very triggering. It's a family thing where, you know, your mom is a doctor and she wants you to be a doctor, but you could help other people as a healer, but you don't want to be a doctor per se. You know what I mean? Kind of like that. I'm sure that's a very specific message for some of you, but just like in general, like you're meant to pursue your own thing, okay? Healthy family boundaries, healthy family, encouragement is about making sure that everybody keeps being an individual. Yes, we are part of a pack, we're part of a group, but at the same time, we are individuals and we're meant to develop our own gifts, our own path, our own desires. We are meant to pursue our own things. Stick with that, okay? Maybe that's why self-esteem is here too. Like you really have to just fully believe in yourself and not care what other people are saying, the naysayers, the people that are saying, oh, but you know, we've always done this way. Maybe you're meant to be doing it some other way, okay? Maybe you're meant to kind of also bring some kind of refreshment energy to these two clear gifts. Maybe a lot of people have told you, like, if you're claircognizant, if you're clairaudient, if you're clairvoyance, this is what that means. But for you, you maybe have experienced it differently, and it's okay for you to tap into these gifts in a different way, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Keep doing you, okay? Keep doing you. You're doing great. Like, I don't want you to second guess yourself for a second. All right, with these cards, we're going to be looking into how you can further develop these gifts, like the things that you should be doing, or the things that if you're already doing them, keep doing them, you know, whatever it is, advice and how to tap into them a little bit more. Princess of Wands, following your passions. I'm telling you, be very much firm in your beliefs. Be very much like, this is what I want to pursue. This is my thing. I'm going to follow it. The fact that it's a wand and a wand here, it's just, that whole struggle thing is really interesting. Maybe you guys just have an internal struggle as well. Maybe you have an internal, like, inner critic that kind of developed because of, like, how you were brought up, maybe. And you fight with it often, saying, but I believe in myself. You know, I do want to pursue the gifts of my soul. So why is it that my inner critic is so critical of me doing that? Well, it's almost like you're stepping away from that pile 3. I think you're conquering that energy. Look at that, the Princess of Swords. I love it. 2 pages here, 2 princesses. You literally are bending that sword. You're bending things to your will. You have a lot of willpower. You have a lot of knowledge. You're very capable. You might be a little new at it because this is page energy, but that doesn't mean that you're not capable of doing it. You're not, just because you're new at developing your clairaudience doesn't mean that you're not literally clairaudient, okay? Just because you're a little bit new at clairvoyance doesn't mean that you're quite literally clairvoyant. So don't second guess yourself and your gifts. 2 of Swords. There's that bendy sword again. It's like, it's almost like when you're in a place of doubt, it kind of, it could also, it shifts, it gives you a false picture. You pick up on a false perception of something, maybe of literally a false perception of yourself. That's why they're saying tap into the energy that you know to be true, things that you know to be true to you, and be confident in the things that you truly want to pursue and you feel passionate about. I love it, the 2 of Cups, yeah. Again, you know where you want to place your passions. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, okay? If there's things that you want to pursue as far as like maybe on your spiritual journey right now, or how you want to develop these gifts, it's almost like when you decide that you know best, and you truly do know best, because if you're practicing, if you're on the spiritual journey, you have to believe in yourself, okay? You have to, it's almost like you radically have to believe in your intuition and trust it, period. It's like, it's almost like there's reciprocity when you do that. I'm seeing these two as like, it's not you and someone else, but it's you with you, okay? It's almost like it's you with you. It's quite literally that. These two energies are you as well. It's almost like you're celebrating with yourself, you're trusting yourself, and yourself commands you for it, and then that comes back around. There's a lot of two energy here with you. It's really interesting, and it probably stems back to the self-esteem thing, that you really truly just have to believe in yourself. Maybe if other people don't, it's triggering for you. It's a little hurtful as well, that maybe your family doesn't support you in the things that you want to pursue, or maybe your friends, acquaintances, or people that you care about, and you that care about you kind of don't see things your way. But that's okay. Eventually they'll come around, is what I'm hearing. It's, you're meant to be doing the things that you want to pursue, okay? Do that, and there's nothing wrong with it. You're going to be successful at it. It's just, it's been a little dormant. It's been a little bit on the back burner, but it's about to come to the forefront, these gifts of yours. Use them, utilize them. You're capable, okay? You're very capable. So let's close this off with some advice for you guys. Oh my gosh, the Four of Wands. I mentioned in the intro, today is the 4-4 portal. It's about foundation. It's about, again, literally striving for the things that you want to pursue and do, and not letting anything get in your way. You know that you're going to accomplish this. And here it is too for you. A new foundation. A newfound, I don't know. Also, like the Four of Wands is also union. Like I was saying, there's like soul family. Maybe coming into soul family, union with soul family helps you realize that there are people in your corner. There are people that actually believe in your gifts. You don't have to stick around with other people that are like naysayers, or they make you second guess yourself all the time. You don't need that. Step away from that. You're literally, quite literally coming away from it too. Like, without a doubt, you're walking away from it. You're moving towards what you're meant to be doing, a wish fulfillment of yours. Okay, let's see. A new foundation, all right, a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding your vision. Vision, clairvoyance. Oh my goodness. Maybe you've been having a lot of dreams about like apocalyptic things, maybe, and they're saying it's not as scary as you think. It's more of it's like a spiritual awakening at a worldly level, okay? Which is why a lot of us are, a lot of us have been dormant, have slowly been waking up, because we're meant for it. Like, it's the right time, okay? It's been cooking enough. It's been in gestation enough. It's time to be like birthed into this new reality. Wow. You see it all around the world in this time. Like, there's foundations crumbling all around. Of course, it's happening at a personal level as well for a lot of us. So that's really beautiful. Wow, deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. I picked up on you being a healer. Something about you being a healer as well. Do you see how there's like ripples? There's like an endless, it almost looks like this as well. Do you see that? With the pillars and the pillars. There's a new foundation that is, and it's, again, it feels very like, it's like a big community, like soul family wise or something like that, where there's just a lot of healing emanating from a lot of people. It's like you heal yourself, you do your work, you develop your gifts, you get into the groove, you have a lot of self-esteem, you have a lot of passion for the things that you want to pursue, you believe in yourself, you trust yourself, and that exudes from you, and it helps humanity as well. Quite literally, how people say, if you want to change the world, you change yourself first. That's literally what I'm picking up on here now with the advice. It's like you start the change. You be the change that you want to see in the world. And you'll see it because you've changed, okay? You're very accepting of yourself as well. And very protective of yourself, as you should be. Because you, well, you have also spirit guides protecting you and just the divine in general. But there's just something about you embodying this like goddess energy. And it's okay. It's okay to do that. You're meant for it. You wouldn't be feeling that way unless, you know, it was how you were meant to be feeling. And the more that you feel that way, the more it kind of like just spreads to the world. I'm even seeing it here now. It's like, even while your dreams were, I keep saying dreams, even while your gifts were a little bit dormant, you were still like just infusing everything around you with it. Wow. Okay, choice. By staying conscious in your thoughts, you guide your journey in the direction of choice. I picked up on that, on the whole thing of like you choosing your own path and your family having to just quite literally accept you for it. And if they don't, there's going to be people who do, okay? So that's beautiful. Dreams. This is why I keep saying dreams, because it's literally here. The universe speaks to you through your dreams. I'm laughing because I literally said that like 2 minutes into your pile, and here it is again at the end of the reading. Like, yes, you are clairvoyant. You receive a lot of information, future events in your dreams. Celebration. This makes me think of the Two of Cups. That whole thing of like the reciprocity of like, there's like people get you, people are going to get you. Maybe the people that you wanted to get you don't, but you're moving towards soul family, people who get you because they've been through this as well. It says, celebrate your achievements. You are truly a gift to the universe. You truly are. This is what that felt like the more that you do your own healing, you work on yourself, it's like you exude that out. You bring it to your vicinity. It's just naturally outpours from you. And of course, that is a beautiful gift. The universe uses you as a means to spread this good energy as well, which is why you deserve to be celebrated and accepted for who you are and the choices you've made and the choices you will continue to make. Quite beautiful. All right. Thank you so much, Pal 3, for letting me read for you. I want to thank your spirit guides and you for letting me tap into the energy here and bring these messages forth to you. I really hope that this resonated and this gave you a lot of confirmation and a lot of the support that you deserve, you know, because you do deserve it. You're going to get people coming into your life who truly see you for the magical being that you are, okay? Don't second guess yourself for a second. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in other readings in the future, guys.